First race of the 2018 calendar is underway. We see the racers running towards us here. They're going to be coming down the quay now. We're following everybody tight together as they go turn the corner down to the left-hand side, running down towards the end of the pier there where they will enter the water. And we can see flying in front of them, we have a drone there flying in front of them. We also have race functionaries. So it's quite a short run here now past these lovely luxury yachts. They'll run past the part where the ferry left them off, most of them off on Friday evening or indeed on Saturday. Our crew are making their way into their boat now, so we will follow them as closely as possible as they make it here. Here we go, down and into the water straight away. Jumping feet first, and the first swim runners are in the water here. There's plenty of spread in the field there. Quite a short swim, just a few hundred metres there over the first swim. It is, let me see, 245 metres that has been measured point to point at, and they're straight in and no messing. As you can see, it's like a mirror there on the water, the beautiful salt water in the Dalmatian archipelago there this morning as our two competitors in the men's race set off on the next swim after the long swim. So they come off the long swim, they have a nice long run there through the shady forest, through the olive trees and the olive groves there. Chance for the body to warm up. They'll be delighted to get back in the water now. Our two competitors standing there on the rocks, just making the final adjustments before they get back into the water. I see there that our competitor on the left is wearing these things that they look like the soccer shin pads that you wear. These are flotation devices, Marika, right? To help lift the lower leg.
Yeah, I think some people have flotation to help lift the lower leg, but it also might be just long socks to protect you from some nasty bushes.
Oh, nasty bushes as well. And I suppose, I wonder, would they help you at all with the cold in the water? No, I don't suppose they'd be thick enough to do that.
They have a medical issue there. Oh, they are using their first aid kit, actually.
Yeah, we have a bandage out there. It's being streamed around the place. It looks like a hand injury there. One teammate wrapping up the other. Is that team number 50? Team number 50 that we are looking at there. That would be...
no.
That's Team Nynäshamns Ångbryggeri. Two very, very experienced racers there in Johan Karlsson and Joachim Brunzell. We just see, as we were looking up there, we saw them putting a bandage on the hand of one of the pair.
He actually, this winter had a really, really bad hand injury that actually he recently recovered. So I'm a bit worried that it has burst up again, because that was a big injury he had from work.
Was it a cut? Was it that kind of thing that he?
A big cut.
Yeah. We would hope then that that it's not as serious as that now. Hopefully it is not a recurrence of the previous hand injury. We'll try to see if we can find out. They don't seem to be that bothered. They seem to be sort of rapping away there and seeing what's happening. Of course, there are plenty of first aid staff out on the course as they wrap that hand. It is difficult because the hand is obviously very useful when it comes to swimming, and that it is cold in the water, and you don't want any sort of sense of discomfort. It's uncomfortable enough as it is to be racing through that at the moment. But these two guys, Team Nynäshamns Ångbryggeri, they've been around for many, many years in this sport. Small things are not going to stop them from making their way across the course. As we see our friends there adjusting their pull buoys just as they get in there. Our boat in the water now and ready to follow them across the next sound.
We also had two mixed team passing by when we were discussing their little injury.
And there they go. They've sorted it out. They got the bandage on. These guys will not be stopped. They're going to go straight into the water. There's a few other teams catching up on them, but you know what? I don't think they're going to be too bothered. I think they're just going to go for this.
I'm happy to see them continue.
Yeah. So they didn't have to break off the race there. As
leading women team.
Around about time station 9. So time station 9 is one of those that's going to be revisited just after time station 5 there. So we're looking at the mixed teams there. I'm going to see if we can pull up what we got. They haven't actually passed by there just yet, but we'll be getting the timings from there very, very shortly indeed. You can see a little bit of a boat jetty there. Both team members jumping in. You can see that they have a rope there between the two mixed team members. I can't see the bib numbers on who that is. Team 3-0, we missed them. It is one of the single-digit 3-0 something numbers there, and more mixed teams coming in right behind them. You can see that the last time we spoke to you, a little bit earlier on this morning, the weather was very, very calm there. There we have Team 316 jumping in there. That is Team Enval. That is Henrik Wahlberg and Dian Sadik, a team that wanted to be on top of. Seeing there, two more teams there. I'm looking out for some orange swim caps somewhere to see where the top women's team is. But I think that women's race is pretty much all but over. Team Enval out in front. They have passed time 8.
Let me see. That is Desiree Andersson and Fanny Dankwart. Only to be expected, really. That was what Marika was predicting from the moment they set off this morning at 9:20 local time, Central European time in Croatia. We are waiting to see who passes time 9. Which of the men's teams will be first past there? Which of the women's teams will get there? Well, who is coming out of the water there now? We see it as, is it Team 40? No. Team 50. That is Team Nynäshamns Ångbryggeri. That is Johan Karlsson and Joachim Brunzell, who suffered a hand injury a little bit earlier on. Can we see a bandage on the right hand of Johan there? He doesn't care. Johan is in the front there. He's just heading off up the stony beach there. Must be very, very difficult after the 700-metre swim, and he's just trudging up the beach there through those lovely white stones. Have they headed off in the wrong direction?
The ribbons are more off to the right. The other teams, now they found it, and they're going in the right direction now. Yeah,
Team 57, who was that? That was the new team. That is Javier and Jordi, who are right behind them. So the two teams are neck and neck now, and they are battling it out for 4th and 5th place. This is fascinating when you think of there's still a little bit of running and a big long swim left. 21 minutes and 25 seconds of each other in punishing conditions, in very, very hot conditions. And then we have the 4th men's team coming in as well. That is Team... who's that?
We don't really know.
Team number 50, yeah.
It's Nynäshamns Ångbryggeri.
Amazingly, Johan Karlsson and Joachim Brunzell are coming across there. Can we see a bandage on a hand there somewhere? We know there was a hand injury there somewhere along the line.
It's long gone.
Yeah, that's long gone. That bandage disappeared in the water at some point, I would say. Most amazing. The 4th place.
They're so happy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for a long time there, we thought they were finished. We thought they weren't going to make it at all, and there they are.
Most people just lay down.
Yep, we're going to switch over now from the finish line to the very last swim, and there are plenty of teams out there still battling. Team 336, who came across the line there?